Welcome everyone, welcome to TFTV. I am Ombrack. I'm joined by Plunk today. Hi Plunk.
This is happening, and we're also joined by Wiethoofd on production, not to forget him. But this is the season 31 Prem qualifiers, so today it's going to be Nunya versus two foreigners up front. What do you think of them so far, Ombrack?
It should be an interesting game. I don't know about what you think, but from what I've seen, these qualifiers look pretty stacked. I feel like there's not really any team that is looking really stronger than any of the others. So all the games should be close. I hope so. And this first game should be really good as well. On one side we have Nunya, who's composed of many ex-Prem players trying to make him come back and to go back to Prem for the season 31. And the other team called Two Foreigners up front. We should try to find an easier name for them. But, they are less. I don't think a lot of them have played before, besides Funds. So it should be. It's like the old people, like experienced people, against the newcomers.
Yeah, I mean, I'm vouching for the two foreigners up front just based on name. But Nunya has also got former 7 scout Plarascu, or I can't pronounce it. Too many. Puscari. There we go. Puscari. Opti Soldier, names that we've heard before on Nunya. See with two foreigners up front, we had Funds, former Swift Scout, Charlie, Yak, Josh, Leth, he's trying to make Prem this season.
Yeah, we'll go over the roster a bit later. First, I think we can show you, chat, the brackets on screen so you can have an idea of what's going to happen in the next few days and what's the format's going to be like. So this is the first upper bracket game. Round 1, and then the winner of these first game will advance to the next round, to the next upper bracket round, and the winner of upper bracket round 2 will make it to Prem. There are 2 spots open for Prem this season. 4 teams are competing to get these 2 spots, and then the 2 losers of the first 2 games will face one another, and the winner of that will face the other loser. So I think the bracket makes more sense of what I'm saying right now, but in the end there will be 2 teams making it to Prem, and again I feel like it's hard to name favorites right now because either people are experienced enough but never really played on top Prem level, or they've already always been on the verge of being Prem but never quite make it. So it feels like everybody's kind of on the same level right now. But now we can go on details on these 2 teams. You've already named quite a few players already, Plunk. Let's go first on Nunya from old, like they give them the age advantage, to say the least. To say so. So I'll go over Nunya, you'll go over Yaksim if that's okay for you.
Yeah, fine.
So on Nunya we have Kondog on medic. He's the one who made the team kind of last minute, so he could try to have a shot at Prem again. On demo there's Lucas, the scouts are Nuthouse and Buscari, and the soldiers are Fluos playing Pocket and Optis playing Roamer. So what we can say right now before going into that game is that 4 of these players have played together already. That was season 29, and Kondog, Lucas, Nuthouse and Puscari already played for Nunya once. And the 2 other players are Fluo and Oppy, and both of them have played Prem before under the banner of Ascent. I've played with them in Prem before in different seasons, so I know every of the players are very able to compete in Prem.
Yeah, and on the other team, we have 2 foreigners up front. And it looks like we have Charlie, Funds on scout for sure, and Eklund as well. I think he's on. He's also on scout. Funds, more than capable scout, played Swift last season. Eklund, not really seen too much of him. He may be a newcomer this season, for what I know. I was kind of off and on last season and watching it. We have Yak, probably on demo, no doubt. Left soldier Charlie, who just won the English. Who won on the English team for the Nations Cup. He won on that. I think he was playing Soldier, maybe, if I remember. Or was it?
I don't think he played. Maybe he played in 1 or 2 games, but he was playing Soldier.
Yeah, Soldier. But he was definitely put Soldier in that, if I remember. But yeah, that's 2 foreigners up front. I get a team with experienced players nonetheless, but this might be the first time these players will be trying to go for a Prem qualifier. I know this is Fun's first time in Prem, but some of the players especially Leth. He's kind of new to Prem. He's trying to qualify. He's been around Div 1, Div 2 high quite a while. So yeah.
Yeah, we've seen Leth and Charlie playing together last season in Paint Gaming as well, where they competed I think at top of Div 1 or something. And if not for funds, I would I would probably not give a lot of credit to that team, but just funds being there is such a X factor. You know, you never know what can happen with funds. It could completely carry these guys to the victory. So I see them as a quite potent underdog. I think they could surprise more than one solely because funds is there. He wasn't supposed to play this season, but he's starting school in 3 weeks, and then he'll see if he has time to play more. But for the time being, he's really able. He has all the time in the world to play with his new teams, and he's probably going to make a lot of difference. So it should be quite interesting to see a lot of good scouts on the server. I mean, Carry, House, and Funds, they all have proven themselves on different level. Of course, Funds being quite the 18 kind of guy, so it should be interesting. We've seen all these guys at I63, I believe, as well. Maybe not Ekelund, but all of these guys other than him have been at LAN or Carry in the house as well. Okay, so the more I talk, the more I discredit myself. I'll stop doing that. I think we can show you guys the maps as well, the map pick. So I have Wiethoofd shown on screen for you right now. So the 3 maps will be Snakewater, Process, and Gullywash. So it's kind of staple maps. Plunk, I don't know what's your opinion on that.
Yep, just, Snakewater, Process, kind of 2 usual maps, and Gully the side up. So, Snake, I don't know which team it's going to favour, but Process is going to favour the teams with the best scouts, and both teams have fantastic scouts. So it's going to be either way on both maps, no matter what. So, I don't know how we'll look. I'm genuinely puzzled.
It's interesting to see that nunya banned ProLens right away. Remember, ProLens is a new addition in some way to the map pool. It's the updated ProLens with the new cap time on last. The cap that only lasts for 1 second, I think. So they didn't really basically at this point, nunya is a mixed team. They haven't scrimmed together once before this. They've just warmed up on the 20, but other than that, they haven't played once together with this new roster. So it's no wonder to see them banning ProLens right off the bat. For the one who weren't aware of that, Sunshine made a comeback in the map pool as well, replacing, I think it was Cardinal. So this map has been banned as well by 2 foreigners up front. So yeah, you can really see from these maps, the 2 teams, they want to play it safe. They want to play on maps that they know really well because they don't really have much room for mistake. If you lose twice in these qualifiers, you're just out. So they really don't want to misstep.
Definitely. And speaking of maps, thank God Coalplant's gone.
True.
But, when it comes to, the people are actually on the server right now, in fact. But you watch just for the time being, whilst people are kind of getting ready to game and stuff. What I talk about just Prem in general right now, because it's looking pretty good this season.
Yeah, so these qualifiers look really stacked, but the season, oh my, it looks even more stacked than before. And there's so many good teams. I don't know about you, Plunk, but I'm really hyped because between Seven, Ascend, Swift, the new Yelin's team with Ubers and stuff, there's a lot of good stuff that's going to happen this season, I believe. So I think this game and these qualifiers are really a good snack before going into the season because all the games should be really, really interesting.
This is, as you said, this is a good, fantastic appetizer. But the season itself, the main course is going to be fan-dabby-dozy. But Seven's got returning players, Captain and Raymond. They're back. We do have Drac returning, but he's played Div 1 with the Weebs. And another than that as well, we have the Sauna Slayers, or now Ascent EU. Yeah. They're back as well. Teams, returning teams are just pop up left, right, and centre, or former teams basically.
Yeah, it's like I've talked to Cadus about all these people coming back, and I63 and the finals kind of rekindled the love for the game for a lot of the old players such as Raymond and Captain and Drac. So all these things kind of motivated them to come back in the game and try to compete again. So it's pretty good for the scene, pretty healthy to see them coming back. Okay, so we have 10 players on server. Do you have any prediction for this first map, Plunk? How do you think this is gonna go?
I have no idea. Like I want to say probably Nunya for some reason. My brain's like Nunya, but at the same time it's like, yeah, the two foreigners are pretty cool. That sounds really weird. But everything seems like it's going to be a close game no matter what. It's going to go down to the wire. Hopefully not as close as 30-minute rounds, but it should be good nonetheless. I'm going to probably say maybe two foreigners, probably.
For the whole theory, or just for the first map?
Just probably for the first map. I don't know. Process might favour Nunya a bit better.
Maybe, the way I see it, so we said it before, Nunya is a mixed team. They haven't played much together, so the way I see it for them, the best way for them to kind of play correctly will be to have some kind of aggressive play style and rely on them a lot. I mean, especially when you have someone that's Lucas on your team who's really good with the pipes and stickies. So I feel like Nunya, my bad, will have to play really aggressively, and I feel like Snake, especially the mid, is good for that because you can have your soldiers bombing in and try to go for the demo on the medic. So I feel like this first map is kind of good for Nunya, better than any other, especially after. I feel like this favors Nunya, but I don't really know how Yak's team has been playing until now. I haven't really paid attention to logs, but I know they played against Faint on the warm-up before that, and it was actually quite close. So maybe more composed playstyle against the aggression of Nunya will help Charlie and Fons and his teammates to put up a good fight. But so for the sake of competition, I'll say two foreigners up front will take the map. No, that's what you said, right?
Yeah, that's what I said. So you're going for Nunya.
Their name is so confusing. Like two foreigners up front. It's too long for my taste. I'll message Charlie so he can find a new name shorter than one. So okay, so I'll go for Nunya then. I feel like the aggression from Opti and Fluo can be really good, especially if Lucas can follow up. I know Ned Hassan Pro's carrier really good at how do you say that? Clean up the frags. So I feel like if they follow up on the aggression, it should be good. And before we start, one more thing I want to highlight is I think this is the first time Opti is going to play Soldier on Prem. He played Prem before, but he was on Scout, he was Ascent. So now he's going to play Roamer. It's going to be a whole different realm for him. So it's going to be interesting to see how fast he can adapt to that new class at this level.
You've had experience, so you probably have the best insight for it. For anyone else, you have the brain. You could probably I could probably pick at your brain for Opti, in fact, but I'm not really going to do that. But it was just one player down right now. It looks like before teams can get gaming.
Yeah. Hope they're all there, so they should ready up anytime soon. Still on Nunya, I feel like their weakness can go. I feel a lot of these players can get quite emo. I don't really call out any names, but let's say as a whole, this team kind of, from experience, they can. If things start to go bad, I feel like it can go really downhill from there. If they start losing, it's going to be up to Conduct to try to help his team keep their composure, because I feel like this team mentally can really crumble if things go bad. And it's going to be interesting to see. I feel like we said a lot when we cast games. I feel like I'm sure you have said on your own or as well before in the past, but like the first round, taking the lead early is going to be really important for Nunya. Because I feel like if they go first, if they take the leads, it will really be hard for foreigners up front to come back. Whereas if Yax and Fons can take the lead themselves, I don't see them losing the map. So I feel like the team who's going to take the first round, especially if it's a quick round, will take a really big edge.
I definitely, I'd agree with that. Nunya have some pretty adjective word expressive players, so hopefully they can set that aside and just win, even if they lose the first round, and just try and make a comeback. But it's one player just left. Oh no,
Fluo left the server, but hopefully be back soon. Let's just mention quickly the other game. I think it maybe will happen tomorrow. This is gonna be there is Wiethoofd, the German team. I don't know if I said that correctly though, but it's the German team, and they are playing. No, my brain doesn't work properly anymore. Wait, who are they playing against?
Forskings.
Yeah, exactly, the Israeli team. So it's kind of clash of country, German versus Israelis. Especially except war, I think, for the Germans, but apart from that, it's kind of a Nations Cup throwback. But okay, let's go back on this game, Plunk. We're gonna start soon. I hope to see really big plays happening really at the start. To just put us right in the right mood. I hope we can see some good air shots, because at the end, this is what we're here for.
I'm not here for the drama. I'm just here for the gameplay. Just like right there, Opti. Just like that. No, Leth in fact getting the shot. In fact, my brain is a little bit fried today, but we do see Connor's Nunya ready up right now. So looks like just waiting on 2 foreigners up front.
Yeah, and Opti has this reputation of being really of showing up when it comes to landing big rockets and big shots. Hopefully he can show that for himself and prove that he's worthy of playing Prem. I think like on both sides there are players capable of turning up. Fonz and Charlie, they've hit crazy shots in the past. Same for Lucas and Opti and Proskari even. Like Proskari sniper is just scary. So we can see that maybe we'll see that as well, especially if things don't really go bad. Interesting as well to see how Connor fare. I think this is the first time he's going to lead properly in the team. So it's going to be interesting, but we're starting now. This is Nunya against 2 foreigners up front. First round of the qualifiers for Season 31 Premiership. And Plunk, I'll let you take us away on the first middle.
I'm going to be watching Yak roll out this man. Get the man, see how fast he goes. And it looks like he's relatively slow compared to Lucas right there. But it doesn't matter, as sticks are being exchanged. We're going to look to see what the Souls are going to be doing. Now that the match coming out, just kind of exchanging a few bit of shots and that. But we do see Flow jump up top. We do see Leth going in for a bomb. Doesn't we get to Lucas going down to Wiethoofd. Stick still winning to Wiethoofd, but that doesn't matter. We're going to see what is both players have got one. Both teams have one player down right now. But it doesn't matter. It looks like it's an advantage of Nunya right now, as they are only 2 players down. But it doesn't matter. It's only 2 up on the side of 2 foreigners up front, and that's a mid to Nunya.
And Flo is in on the prowl. He's trying to jump in deep to get the mid, but he can't quite get it. So that's the first mid, and like Nunya did is like the exact opposite of what I predicted. Instead of going really aggressive, they just waited on their side. Opti was just chilling in their kitchen and waiting for a frag. He traded with funds, but overall really patiently here from Nunya and 2 foreigners up front. After a while, just wanted to go in. I think Charlie was the first casualty, and then it just snowballed up until now. So now it's the first last hold. Fonz is on sniper. He's been seen, so he can't really quite get a shot, and it's gonna be up to Opti maybe to make the difference.
Yeah, we do see Opti going in for Left. Does get the rocket on him. Doesn't matter. Fonz is going to get it Opti. They do trade right there. They do have heavy and sniper. And there's the 2 foreigners up front right now, but looks like they might, maybe even Polaraciel might lose. Yeah, looks like he's maybe even go back on sniper. We've robbed it spawn. Oh, he's going on spy. That's never mind, he's going sniper. That's what I like to see.
Yeah, maybe he swapped in spawn onto spy in case he get checked by Left. But look at Left. Left is on spy in spawn. He's checking for off classes, so Proskari sniper won't be a surprise for 2 foreigners up front. And this is the part of the game that may hurt a lot of Nunya, because again they're a mixed team, so they probably don't have set plays yet. And breaking a last hole kind of could get tough for them, because they don't really have the synchronization to do stuff together. So they will rely a lot probably on Proskari hitting the shots on sniper. We can see the gun being set up, getting actually taken down by Fluo. No, that's Dispenser. I got baited. Thank you, Fluo. Yeah, so now it's gonna be a sniper duel between Fonz and Proskari, and I'll put probably a con onto Proskari.
Getting that, that's a scout down.
Doesn't really hurt Nunya too much. That's only a scout, and they can't really push out because there's a gun and Fonz and sniper, so there's no scouts in the lineup right now of 2 foreigners up front, so they can't really push out without scouts. It's gonna be hard for them, so it's kind of Nunya is on the driver's seat right now. They have the rhythm of the game in their hands, and they can do kind of whatever they want, and it's going to be again down to Puscari or Funds to make the difference.
And Funds makes a difference right there. Gets the headshot on Lucas as well. Oh my! Looks like Left is going to try and get the clean up, and Lucas doesn't quite get it as Nuthouse goes in and gets the frag on him himself. That looks like 2 followers up front. I'm going to try and back off as Fun did take a lot of spam. We're going to still be playing around Funds. That they did get Polaski, I can't pronounce his name, man.
Call him Po, it's easy.
Po, there we go. But it looks like Opti getting spotted out by the sentry. Not really much happening there. Flow getting yak. That's not very good. They're losing the demo, but
Demo is actually a really good PK from Nunya. They could try to make something happen, but Funds and Sniper kind of denies the sidelines for conduct, so they can't really walk in freely. But if Funds wasn't Sniper, they could just go through the shadow door. But Funds dead and the Uber is straight in there.
Yeah, it looks like Ubers are trading. They're just going to take a take exchange. Oh, flash coming out from Nunya right there. But the Uber's got Uber's exchange, usual thing. Funds is down. Maybe they'll still fight. Looks like Nuthouse is still in on the demo. Oh, doesn't matter. Looks like Flo actually gets to clean up rocket on Joseph. Oh, Blast get left. That's 4 down right now. Is they do get? No, they only got 1 spawn, and that's a round to Nunya. Just like that. Good showing from them.
Slow and steady wins the race eventually, and nice job here from Puscari. Even though Funds killed him the first time, he just took his chance again and he made the difference. The trade went really good as well for Nunya, so probably maybe the experience making the difference here for Nunya against 2 foreigners up front, and they're already in the lead. And now it's going to be the second middle, and the Funds team will want to make something happen now.
Hopefully they do make something happen, because you see Lucas being a bit aggressive across the point right now, but it doesn't matter. We do see the soldier jump top flow. We do see Left jumping in deep once again. Doesn't quite get in. Yeah, Opti going down, but gets Charlie in the meantime. There's 2 down on the side of 2 followers up front, and it's anyone's kind of game right now, but it doesn't look like no, never mind. It looks like it's a mid to Nunya, taking it nice and easy as they walk out, not try to take the fight, as they lost too many players by the looks of things.
Yeah, again, kind of a slow approach to the mid from Nunya. They waited for Left to jump in. They killed him right away. OPT on the side just straight to Charlie, and they can try to edge the cap on second point, but looks like Yak one that takes the fight.
Yeah, it looks like he is going to be taking a fight. Exchanges of spam, but the scout's in quite Nuthouse in quite deep himself on top of Shaq. But looks like it's just going to be a scrap. They're going to get forced out. Too much pressure. Don't want to give up an Uber by the looks of things. Push him out a second, but they're just going to wait.
And nice read here from Yak, because not everyone would have tried to fight this second point, and it could have been a bit risky, but in the end Nunya don't want to take any risk. Once more showing off their experience, I want to say. They're playing this really cautiously. They don't want to make any mistakes, and you can already see how important that game is. Again, the Prem spot is at stake here, so teams don't really want to mess around their first chance of going into the next round. They're playing it carefully. They don't want to make mistakes, and for 2 foreigners up front, even though they're losing, they have all the time in the world to make a comeback.
Oh, Left! Oh, what rocket! That's Opti going down right there.
So that's a Rome pick, and maybe now 2 foreigners up front want to make something happen on the flank with Opti dead.
That's what they are, but Charlie does go in. He's quite weak. He's going to need to go back. What? I thought I had a drop there. My ears are psyching me right there. It doesn't matter. Pulaski's going down right there. Stick trap by the looks of things.
So just carried down. It's a stalemate. I want to say he's gonna go sniper Plunk. I don't know what you feel, but I feel like first carry sniper is kind of a safe bait right now.
I mean, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, he's going sniper.
What do I win? What do I win?
You win if I go to Copenhagen, I'll buy you a beer.
Okay, cool. That's good.
It's on mod.
Ubers are being traded. Yax is getting dropped by Draver though, and Lucas as well. Both of them were dropped in the Uber by the medic, so it should be reset, and Nuthouse don't want to get caught off guard here. Nice headshot here from Puscari onto Charlie, but to no avail because nothing is happening now, and it's going to be again up to the Finnish snapper to try to get a pick.
He's peeking window right now. Doesn't look like he's going to be hitting much. Going to drop down, use the SMG, whip out of the 8%. LG accuracy as Nuthouse cleans up Eklund right there, or Lund, but it's kind of looking kind of there. Connor. Looks like Left try to hit the rocket on it, but doesn't quite get in as they're losing. Because Left right center Diesel does go down. That's going to give a nice add to Nunya. It was only 1 player up, it is only Charlie. He's going to need to try and do something, but he's too weak to do it. He tries to run with the escape plan, and it would have been a wipe if Eklund never spawned.
And nice arrow here from Condor cleaning up Dreadzo, so it's going to be 1 frag for his logs, and we know how much Condor cares about his logs and his death and his frag. That wasn't a sword this time, so the meme can't live on forever, but now Plus Carry being on sniper can actually hurt Nunya a bit, because you'd rather have 2 scats when it comes to push with than UBR2, so it's going to be interesting to see how Nunya wants to take this, but they have a 100% UBR2, and the gun is it's only level 1 right now, so Nunya wants to take it quickly if they want to take advantage.
Maybe they're going to open the shutter for a pull by the looks of things, and then they're just going to rush in. But so far, Lucas going in and gets essentially Joseph as well. They have a heavy on the left side. There's a scout on point. No one's contesting. The 2 soldiers to finally jump in, get the mid. Connor goes down. It's a complete wipe, man. That's it. As Nuthouse caps the point in the very end there. That's again slow and steady, as you said. Yeah,
it's really like they're taking this really slowly and really in a really clean fashion as well. Even though they have the sniper, they didn't really rush this. Right, I like the way Nunya plays right now. They have some kind of pressure because they want to come back to Prem, and their team is really new, but they don't panic under pressure, so that's good. And Yak especially needs to step up. I feel like he's the weak link right now for his team.
Might be the weak link, but so far this mid is kind of going either way right now, as both soldiers are kind of waiting for whatever to happen. Left is not jumping in straight away, but he actually goes in for the jump now. Get Connor right off the back there. Finally get cleared back of the basket, and what's it? Sacks maybe coming out from Nunya in a second, as we do see Lucas going in deep for Drezo. Doesn't get him. Opti finally jumping in. Doesn't get him. It's a wipe. Oh my god.
What a turnaround of events here for 2 foreigners up front. They had a completely different approach on the mid. Earlier they were in the between a rock and a hard place. They didn't really know if they wanted to go aggressive or to wait, but this time left didn't want to wait. Straight as he arrived on mid, he just jumped in and killed Condog. That was really good for him, and then without the heals, 2 foreigners around took an easy fight, and they kept their medic alive as well. So now Drezo is sitting on a 50% of Barad, and it could be a round here for Yaxing if they take it well.
Looks like they're actually going to be just taking it in straight off the bat, and the sentry done does go down. The Uber has faded right now. The Uber is climbing very fast right now for the side of Nunya, but they have a pyro. Left is down, it's still up in the air if they can win this. It does look like they're losing through 3 players right now. 4th one goes out, it's only Yak and Drezo left, as he's running out through low right now, and Yak finally goes down, and it's not going to be a round to them, unfortunately.
And I think the difference between that push from 2 foreigners up front and the one from Nunya that was the second round was the difference what Lucas lived, and he didn't got picked by Uber like Yak got picked by the Uber himself. Looks like they want to fight back. Ekelund's going really extremely aggressive. He's followed by his scouts and the soldiers as well. The bomb is coming from left. It does a lot of damage onto Lucas, but he dies. I think it was Charlie actually, and left dies as well. So kind of questionable decision here. The point was capped already, so maybe 2 foreigners up front they shouldn't have been in, and now Nunya will have their free way to the middle point.
Yeah, with the soldiers down so they can just walk in. Yank eating a rug off Flo. Both soldiers look like they want to go in. They look at Flo jumping through a catwalk. Probably try to wrap around him, catch them off, but he's weak, kills himself in the end there. It's not really matter. They do take the point nonetheless, so that's that there.
And again, they're coming back in. I can see Drezo and Yak leading the charge here. Drezo at the Uber while Condog doesn't have it quite yet, and the Uber Zeons are fun. Spawns gets 2. It gets the combo, it gets Condog and Lucas, and now it's going to be really bad for Nunya. And Drezo as well really smartly picked up Condog's medigun, so he's already 90% on his Uber charge, and I don't think Nunya will expect this.
Yeah, that's going to throw them off. It doesn't happen often when you pick up Medigun, so them having complete full Uber after just using Uber is going to completely throw Nunya off right, and it looks like they're going to be maybe taking it through right side once again. Shutter. Yeah, I thought they were going to go lower, but they're going to take it in right now. Funds, Demo jumping in, going to try and get the sentry down as fast as possible, and going to get the Demo. Demo does go down, Desi sticks, cleans Funds up in the meantime as well. But it looks like, yeah, so far the Uber was kind of wasted. It was Nuthouse kind of just flaming down Drezo right there. It's two down in each side, but unfortunately Nunya do have the heal advantage, as we do see the soldier going in for Connor does get him, as Joseph is on the point, but it doesn't matter, it's only Funds up and that's it.
Yeah, they salvaged that push by killing Condog, but again, that push wasn't really convincing. You could tell though that Nunya wasn't expecting that Uber at all, because Lucas has been caught off guard on point. He didn't expect that Uber to come straight to his face at this moment. But apart from that, it was a really shaky push here. from two foreigners up front. They just got the demo and then they didn't really do anything. So again, I feel like that's a second opportunity that's wasted for Yak and his teammates. They take the second point for free, and Nunya shouldn't fight this, but Pure carry on the backline gets Trezzo, and it's a fucking complete crumble here for two foreigners up front. Everybody's dying, and what a play here from Nunya. I really feel like they shouldn't have fight this, but that play from Precari completely denying the heals for two foreigners up front really made all the difference in the world.
Yeah, they should not have went in there at all, but looks like they're going to take mid now. Deny the force pods as Drizo is the only one who spawns, and they're all going to get force pod. We do see the try to get spawn cabin. Doesn't kind of work out. You expect it, but that's that there.
And we've mentioned experience before, and I feel like two foreigners up front are doing kind of these rookie mistakes that you expect from teams that have never played Prem before. Whereas Nunya, they know what Prem is about. They know they can capitalize on the slow flows from the enemy team. Left tried to go for conduct, we got cleaned up. Fluo died as well. I feel like Fluo dying here, it's not really a good operation. And Puscar dying as well. Oh no, it feels like they were overextended here. They didn't have to feed their UBR2, and now two foreigners up front can take an easy force for them, and they shouldn't die here. But Opti get cleans too. Maybe he can clean Yak as well. No, he gets cleaned up on his own by Fonz. It could have been really bad here, and Kondok dies again. This fight is really scrappy. Lucas killed Dredzo.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they should have taken the fight there. It was kind of just really no need to push in, a bit over aggressive. Knuckles getting Joseph though, 2 HP, oh my god, landing on his arse, but still gets up in the end. But it looks like spawns are coming up. Demo's still, Lucas is still not up, and the med's still not up either on the side of two foreigners up front.
And for the past 5 minutes, I feel like Nunya is kind of falling into the trap of two foreigners up front, that being trying to play more aggressively than what they've shown so far. And I feel like the two first rounds were won on the back of a really steady and slow gameplay, whereas now we can see that again they're trying to take a drive fight, drive push on the green area, and yeah, Nuthouse dies as well. And I feel like they're playing against what they have been doing so far and what won them the first 2 rounds, and this could be really good for Yak and Charlie and the rest of their teammates, because it feels like they can't really do anything against the slow play from Nunya, but against the aggressive one they can do much more. And we have the first pause of the season, Plunk.
There we go, first pause, and it's because he lost 3 players and they shouldn't have walked in. That was why they paused, so it's probably worth it. There we go, tack pause, boys.
Could be. But so as Wiethoofd says really wisely, we are 92nd in the past, so we don't really know why they paused. But yeah, again, to finish on my point, I feel like Nunya, they won because they played slowly, and now they maybe because they won 2 rounds, they're feeling a bit more sure than how they on their gameplay. But I felt like they kind of betraying themselves by playing more aggressively. They don't have to. They're winning 2-0. It's half of the map. I feel like they should keep on playing slowly, because now that they're playing more aggressively, we've seen a lot more from Charlie and Lef especially, and I think for now, like the way this game is shaping up right now is really good for two foreigners up front.
Yeah, it's looking good, because if Nunya just keep on making these, tripping up over themselves all the time, it's just going to be free mids, 3 seconds, 3 points for, for us up front. So far, it's Nunya just need to kind of calm back down, no getting their high horse just yet, and just kind of take it nice and easy.
Yeah, exactly. And it's probably up to Kondok to gather his troops, and calm them down a bit and say, hey, buddies, we're winning 2-0. I don't think he has died for the first 2 rounds in favor of Nunya, so that really goes to show what should be the plan to follow here from Nunya. So yeah, I think Kondok should really be the one toning everything down and saying that they need to keep their composure. They don't need to be carried away. They're winning. They're not running against the time. Whereas Yak or Joseph and Charlie and everyone else, they are running against the times. They are the one who should be, making things happen. And if you just play slow and really as a blob, as a team, the enemy team will just completely do nothing. They'll just go on you as a wall, just act as a wall and crush them. Whereas if you play more scrappily, you'll get picks, you'll overextend, you'll get picked on the backline. So that's not really good. And I feel like they're not listening to me because Opti got completely molested here.
Oh my, Connor getting skyblock as well, flying up in the air as Uber comes out. But my HUD's broke, so I can't see much. Gamers are looking like they're going to be down. It's 3 down on the side of Nunya right now. Charlie only down in that exchange there. Connor sliding his way around. He's 1 HP, Fun looking to get him, finally gets the clean up on him, and looking pretty good.
That's exactly what they should have tuned in on the stream to listen to me during the pause, because this is exactly what they shouldn't do. They went in really carelessly and died, and now Yak is doing his team onto the last point.
I am retrying. I am now in the server, so I can probably now.
Yak is kicking the pawn, but he's getting maybe even shut down by Opti. But Opti gets annihilated by Ekelon and Fun, so it looks really good now for 2 foreigners up front. They have no cap time though. They are trying to take a slow fight, clean up the isolated frags. They do so when they kill Nuthouse, and Funz gets Fluo as well. So it's 4v3 on last now. Charlie and Left with the nice rockets onto the combo, clean up Condog as well. No point. Yak almost capped the point. He walked away. It should be it now. It's Yak again. Opti, can you do it? No.
He gets it. Just
like. And that's a round. And in the end, the scrappy fight rewards 2 foreigners up front, and that's when the pause happened. So maybe someone crashed, I don't know. But Pure Sky was lagging apparently, so that's the reason why they paused. Now we're back in action, 2-1 for Nunya still, but I feel like the game is slowly getting out of their hands.
Yeah, but it looks like looks like 2 foreigners are really slow this mid. Opti just jumps in and completely decimates Yak right there. Eklund does get Opti, doesn't matter. They do trade players out, as it just kind of looks like it could go anyway. But with the demo down, it looks like it's going to be an advantage of Nunya right now, as they looks like Charlie going in for the bomb, shut down as well. Both get rushed cross point soldiers, and they're all trying to collapse on him. They're completely shut down. There's only Drizo and left on mid. The Drizo takes the run out. Left try to do something. Connor dodging rockets. 50 HP. Can he do anything? Doesn't matter. Gets the rocket on him, and that's that there. And nice super at to 2 foreigners right there. Oh, it doesn't matter. Flo gets him.
Yeah, good for him that he got the medic, because he completely abandoned Condog here as pocket soldier. So it better get that pick onto Drezzo, because if he hadn't, oh boy, he would have got the head dryer here from Condog. But in the end, that's a middle for 2 foreigners up front against scrappy fight, and I feel like the perfect symbol of the new Nunya play style is Opti. He's been playing really cautiously before at the start of the game, like he just traded, but now he's jumping in a lot more, and he's like, oh yeah. Sticky Trap gets the 2 scouting, he nullifies the push from Nunya.
That's a yikes from me, dog. But Yak really weak. Both scouts are down. They could probably send their soldiers in right now. They have the space available for Charlie and Left to just kind of jump about, do their thing. But they're going to be walking into second right now, take the point without any contest really. But they do have Polaraski on sniper right now. They need to watch out for that, as they do also have Uber this at.
Yeah, but I don't think they realize they have such a big Uber advantage, Nunya, because I think the Drezzo has been building poorly, but it doesn't really matter, because with Pus carry on sniper, they're not going to push out. They're just going to wait for 2 foreigners up front to do something, and Nuthouse is playing NG as well. So yeah, they're just saying, yeah, we're not pushing out, boys, so you can come at us as much as you want. We're not going to go anywhere from this. So now this is the first time we're seeing 2 foreigners up front on the Nunya's last, with the Ubers being the same, being equal. So it's going to be interesting to see how they want to break this. These guys, they have been screaming way more than Nunya, so they may already have some team plan in the plans. But Charlie's going in alone. No, he's putting up by Left, but the gun completely denies the 2 soldiers, and now maybe a push out is going to happen for Nunya.
Yeah, probably. They did try to double sack, but that sentry just kind of shut them down completely, as you would expect from a aimbot that's just not moving. But they're going to take out Pulaski's still on sniper. Missed the shot of Funds. Doesn't matter. He's weak himself. 1 rocket, he'll be down. And it looks like, as we see them coming out, we do see the Uber coming out from Drizo right now, as they're going to try and chase them. The Uber does now come out on Nunya, so they're just going to try and chase them around it, as they have a much better Uber. They could probably chase, as we do see Opti jump in to try and get Drizo. They're really connecting the second rocket or trying to juggle him, but it doesn't matter. We do see Charlie come in for a bomb.
I think Clurin is going on last. I think
he's back.
He almost got the back cap, but Nunya got it right in time, but everybody's weak, so it should be a fight going in favor of Yak.
Yeah, Yak.
Just that's a wipe.
That is a wipe, and there's Yak's wipe. That's all his job. It looks like they're going to be taking into last right now. Is Poraski only one up? Gets left nonetheless. As everyone's now going to collapse to the point. We do lose Diesel. Left goes down. Eklund goes down. Joseph goes down. It's just kind of all of a. Ugh, what is this? I'm heavy confused now, boys.
And the spawn wave came right in time for Nunya to save the day, and they managed to fight back. I feel like the mistake on the previous push from last 2 seconds from Nunya was leaving Nuthouse behind. He was chilling in lobby without helping to clean up the frags. But look at this, they're going back again, the double bomb from Charlie, they get condog, but they die in the process. It's now a 3v4 with the heals for Dreadzober. And Funds is ready, he's a machine, he's getting frag. Ekunen as well in the backline cleaned up Carry, and these fights, these crappy fights, they really don't serve Nunya much. Always, Yak and Funds, they're always getting the better end of the stick on this.
I was like, Nunya just kind of losing it in every sense, as in they're just kind of making these stupid mistakes that they need to stop making. I need my win date, it's absolutely roasted in here, 2 seconds.
And now Dreadzober, look at him, look at his UBR going up. He already has 100 while Condor already has 40%. But we've seen Yak and his teammate failing so many last push already, so maybe they will fail this one as well.
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, as they come out, as we do see the sentry gun taking out, and the UBR has been popped. Ooh, headshot coming from Polarski, as we do see the soldier standing on the point. Oh, left! No one contests!
Oh my. That. So basically what happens, UBR was used on Shadow and everybody from Nunya just hit spawn and tried to rotate doors, and that being done, the point was free. So even though Carry was in sniper and got a Eklund, in the end there was nobody to contest the point, and left just had a free way to cap it. So now it's a tie, and I feel like mentally this is going really bad for Nunya to come back on this.
Come back, they need to. There's only 6 minutes left. That's probably the decider. But it's like this mid so far could go any way as per usual. Both soldiers kind of weak. Skit goes down, left go down, flow go down. They do take a trade right there. It's kind of both skits are playing around corner. Try probably deny the soldier. They probably might be jumping soon. They're also going to slowly edge their way across the point. Get sticks, get a bit of spam going off. We do see it. Kind of just usual scrappy. Mid's taking forever. Charlie does go down though. Do Nuthouse. We're going to try and back off right of Funds, nearly getting pistol down. And that's the mid to Nunya.
Yeah, and that's where they're back on that slow pace game, where they're just waiting for the aggression from Left and Charlie. So it looks like Nunya realized why they were losing right now, because even though it's a tie, they've been on the back foot for the past 10 minutes. So now they've realized they need to play it more slowly. And as I said, I hope he's going in for the bomb. He gets one rocket and Drezo misses the second one. But I feel like him being dead will just be, there will be someone retaliating on the sack department. But other than that, I don't think anything else gonna happen.
Yeah, they've got 5 minutes to kind of just control as it left us get down and Lucas's pipe right there. They're going to try and just kind of take it nice and slow. They've been doing it this round. They've kind of gotten their feet back. They've kind of been slapped in the head and go, "Oh, didn't do that. Be slow." And they're going to be rotating 2 graph right now. And it looks like we see Flo go in, try to get in and rocket off. So we see Lucas try to get some pipes and sticks off. Not really much connecting. Polarski really weak. He has to back off.
Yeah, that was smart because with left down that's less spam, so pushing on green was really smart for from Nunya, but they didn't really commit to that push. They just kind of waited and see if anyone would commit. But Charlie was wise enough not to jump in. And to be cleaned up by the scout, so it's going to be another reset. I wouldn't be surprised to see a sack from Carry to see him go sniper, or maybe Opti will go in and oh, he tried to, but got denied in window. He doesn't care. He's going again. He left obliterates him into thin air, and now that he's dead, I wouldn't be surprised to see Carry going back to spawn and get sniper. But on this, like, it's only 4 minutes and 30 seconds left long, so something's got to happen soon.
They're going to make something happen, but Polarski going sniper, slowing it down isn't going to help them right now. But now that they've got the spawner back up, they can try and do something with Lucy float or rotating into Saw, and not really much happening, just kind of weighing it out. One team make a mistake, the classic. They could just, well, Lucas does get funds right there, that's an entry. They are going to take an exchange right now, as they're just going to try and walk away. No flashes on both sides right now, so Ubers are going to be kind of even at the end of it right there. But it looks like Nuthouse dropped to window, taking a scrap. Not really much happening as we do see Flo is behind Inchies right now, gets spotted out. Trades with Charlie.
It's pretty good here from Flo because that's one less worry for Nunya. Left is caught in the midst of the fire, but oh yeah, I thought we'd escape, but nice back here from Lucas. And now they're 3 dead on two Foreigners up front. They need to make a round now if they want to win. Funds gets cleaned up in the back lines, and everyone from Nunya is going in. Maybe they can clean up. Yeah, they got Ekalun. Charlie's alive as well. Oh, nice floor here from Opium to Joseph, and that's really clean push here from Nunya. Got a trade. They saw that the trade was in favor of their team, so they just went in and then they just cleaned up everyone. So once again, I feel like the more methodical gameplay for Nunya is paying off, and I think they just understood what was wrong for them, and they just realized what they had to do. And so that's 3-2, 3 minutes remaining for Foreigners up front if they want to make it a tie.
Yeah, they do have time to get one round, but they're going to need to make it surgical and they need to make it precisionally engineered this round. But it looks like they're not going to be doing it, as we do see Charlie try to go into their kitchen, opt to catch them out. Yak going down, it doesn't look it's going to be in the favour of that. Left going down, 3 down on the side of 2 foreigners up front. They're going to be backing off into last, and this is in Nunya's favour right here. They could just park the last 2 minutes left.
I think that's what they should do, yeah.
They're just already in second right now, scouts for the cap, just kind of take control of lobby, getting the space they need. Maybe you can just hold it in there, deny any space.
The spam, good spam here from Lucas, but he falls quite weak, so you have to be careful not to get picked. And here, when you're Nunya, you don't want to die, you want to stay for 2 foreigners up front, go to you and get the frags. Opti dies, that's kind of you don't really want that to happen, and I feel like Nunya, they should hold closer to the door outside. They don't want to give that much room, and I feel like they're making a mistake here. They're misreading the situation. They need to stay closer to the room, to the doors, and Lucas knows it. Charlie is trying to go here from under. Fun is alone on the logs. He needs to leave, waiting for his team, and now the aggression is coming.
Charlie hits a nice shot on the floor. Connor goes down as well. Oh no!
That was unfortunate. He was trying to surf away from left, but running pipe killed him and he dropped. So now it's 1 minute 40 seconds, Plunk. There's enough time to make it a tie, but they really need to be clinical.
Yeah, they're going to need to make something happen out of this. The spawners are coming up. They're going to get the forward spawns. They're going to need to do something with mid. There is only 1 minute and 20 minutes, 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining. They're going to have the double scout cap right now. They even get the whole stack going on, to be honest. They're going to try this. This final scout's going to clean up the cap right there, or finish the cap. Sorry. We're going to try and do something. The Uber has been used right off the bat. Looks like they're going to be jumping in, not much coming off as Toraski gets cut out in Africa right now. He goes down, and they're going to be backing off into last already, playing it nice and safe.
Terrible Uber from Dezo. I don't know what happened. Maybe he was scared of just carry sniper, but he didn't take any single drop of damage, and he used anyway. But 2 foreigners up front, they don't care about it. They don't have time. 50 seconds. They're going in. Charlie's getting launched into the air, but can't get cleaned up. Not in air shot. Who's carrying the heavy? It's looking really dire now for 2 foreigners up front. Everybody's weak, but they're getting out by their medic. And now with 30 seconds, they have one last attempt to push that last, but without Uber and against the off classes of Nunya.
Yeah, as they're trying to build it right now, which is kind of not really what we're doing. They could well be getting as much space as they can in lobby to push right in, but they do have Uber on the side of Nunya, and it's not looking too good. They're going to get Uber in the last 10 seconds, and they're going to need to make do with it as soon as possible, but they are going to be coming in. Yeah, get dropped. Oh no, this is not in heavy bod blocking them. Charlie getting flashed at the right moment. It doesn't matter. 7-5. And it's just kind of 5 seconds left. Let Eklund going down. It's only Charlie left alive. Drees are getting out, and that's that there. That's the map to Nunya.
And that Yak getting dropped off that Uber was the nail in the coffin for 2 foreigners up front. There would no way they would win that without that demo man. And like, of course, that loss doesn't only solely relies on Dredzo, but this last minute for the medic was really dire. Between that pop, I don't see what happened. So maybe that was just accidental pop. I don't know what happened, but this and the dropping Yak of the Uber here was just everything that shouldn't have happened for 2 foreigners up front. So in the end, Nunya takes it. That's the first map of the season. It goes for Condog and his teammates. So that was pretty much what we expected. A really close game.
Yeah, my predictions were wrong, and Nunya do take this map.
Oh, I win again? Whew,
yeah.
That's a future Plunk, I think.
Mentalist, man, mentalist. Right, is that another pint at land?
I think that's two already. Well, I hope this season stays the same because I'll get just so drunk at LAN now.
I'll have no money to buy alcohol for myself, man. Oofed. I mean, with the prices anyway.
If we can show up the logs on stream, I think we have already a strong performance here from Lucas. You can see here going positive with a nice ratio. But apart from that, you can see how all the players are kind of stacked damage-wise, and Lucas just turning up for his team. Probably what made the difference between him and Yak. And in the end, it was kind of not that much damage. That could really have gone either way.
It could have. It was down at the wire. Like, quite literally, they could have tied it up, went to a golden cap. Unfortunately, Yak being dropped kind of just completely destroyed it. And the damage looking everything, the top 5 is looking more two foreigners than Nunya, but Nunya made more work with the cleanup and just general gameplay, I guess, and how they play is just kind of got them that extra round, and that's that.
And what's really interesting, actually, if Wiethoofd can show that on stream, is the mid-fight stats. Every time a team won the mid, they won the round. So that's how important winning the mid is. The first 2 mids went for Nunya, they got the round. Then third and fourth round went to 2 foreigners up front, and they got the round. So really, that first fight of the round is so important because it sets up the pace for your team. And if you manage to take that round and then you're in the lead, so yeah, the mid fights will be really important. And we know that process can, like, if you lose mid on process, it can get really, really bad for you because then you gotta get chased by the bombing soldiers and stuff. So both teams will need to figure out what to do on middle, because if you lose the middle, from the look of it, means you lose the round.
Yeah, with this as well, it's like maybe this might be favouring Nunya once again with the middles, because this, soldier heavy. They've got Opti and Flow on soldier. They have the scouts. They have the demo as well. This looks like it might be favouring Nunya.
But you mentioned the scout, yeah. But France is there, so it could, like, again, if alone, it's gonna be hard for him to deny. But if Ekelund step up and help Fons, it could get really, really good. And Fons looks like he's playing really heal heavy. He's second in the heal rate from Dredzo behind Joseph. So it looks like Fons has a really important role on this team, even though he just arrived in the lineup. And on middle here, his role will be so important for his team because he alone can make his team win the middle fight. But we'll see how it goes, because again, Fons alone can't really win a game on his own, so the rest of his team will have to step up as well. I've mentioned before how Charlie Yak wasn't really as impactful as I wished, but it turns out that maybe he stepped up. Lef had a rough game, going 11 for 24, so maybe that's one of the reason 2 foreigners up front struggled a bit, but you have to remember how messy their game plan was, and maybe Lef hacking and taking the attention away from his teammate was part of the plan, so maybe that's why he has a lot of death. Doesn't necessarily means that he's a bad player by any means. But yeah, the middle of process being so soldier heavy, like the soldiers can have such a good impact, he will have to step up and play accordingly to his team. But if I'm not mistaken, Lef was playing demo for at least the end of last season, maybe for more than that, so maybe he doesn't have all these reflexes back for playing soldier. I don't know.
God knows, but it looks like if you said this map is soldier heavy, this might be the turnaround for both teams. If their soldiers don't really play out well, maybe one soldier might mess up in mid. So again, this is going to be another close game.
Yeah, another specificity for process, as I see Carry completely nerding on everyone on that DM, is that you can get a really sniper heavy map as well, and we've seen Pro hitting quite nice shots on the previous map, which was Snakewater. So here you can bring your sniper pretty much everywhere. You can bring it on mid fights, you can bring it on second. It completely denies every sidelines for the enemy team. So maybe him as well. I feel like it's got to be a showdown between Fons and Carry, who can take the edge over the other. But now that we've said all of that, Plunk, how do you believe this game will go? This second map will go?
Well, last time I said it was going to 2 foreigners, and half of me wants to still stick to that. But damn, Nunya really played really well last round, so Might as well go for the two foreigners and just you can take
Have a
Nunya.
third map. Let's have a third map. I want a third map for first start of the season. I wouldn't mind it, so I'll go for Nunya again for the sake of competition. Ooh, that was a nice play from Lucas. That was the end though, but yeah, for the sake of competition, I'll say Nunya again, just to balance your opinion. But I hope at least two foreigners up front can like have a better showing as a whole, and even maybe take the map. Again, I feel like funds will have such an important impact. But this is its second map. This is process between Nunya and two foreigners up front. Nunya is leading the series 1-0 after winning Snakewater 3-2, and Plunk, this is it. This is the first mid.
This is the first mid, and it looks like Lucas getting denied with a pack right off the back, as Yak is a little bit faster. A couple milliseconds really help, but we do see Opti kind of faking in for a bomb, just kind of creeping up on their side as Charlie does go in. He gets completely skyboxed, both rockets missed him, but Opti does go down. Both soldiers are down on the side of each team right now. We're going to play this. If we do see Flo completely denied by funds, just like 2 shots, he's down. There is 3 down on the side of Nunya right now, 4 down. As both scouts, both soldiers down. It's only Demo and Connor get out. Not looking too good, not looking too sharp.
Yeah, so we've seen Nunya basically replicating what they did on Snake. They tried to do a very passive mid, waiting for the soldiers, but it's kind of harder to do on process, especially when your team as a whole is so disconnected. Charlie, I think, went for a sack, but he died in the funds as well. Connor was kind of wicked. Connor used actually, so maybe the saving grace here for two foreigners up front. Drezo is holding onto his Uber. Yax dies, and Left died as well, so it kind of looks bad now. They have the Uber, but it used only Drezo and Ekelund up, so that play here was really like the salvage play here from Nunya. They even got the second didn't get capped, so now up gets Drezo and Ekelund dies as well. Everything is falling apart here for two foreigners up front.
Yeah, they had strong showing, but it looks like a little bit too aggressive maybe, and that's them down. As we do see the med still down. They're going to have a nice 60% Uber charge on the side. Nunya right now, so they're going to be kind of taking it nice and slow on the side of two foreigners, and Nunya just want to come in as we do see Flo and soldiers jumping in, as we do see Charlie or Leith going in for a nice bomb. Doesn't matter, he's down, he's gone, out for the count.
And that's a really big gap here for Nunya. Franz is trying to take a fight and cleaned up by Nuthouse, and I feel like now two foreigners up front, they should set up on last. They should have got a gun right now, because now they're gonna get pushed by the Uber. Condog already has it, they're pushing lobby, they're gonna take the Uber now.
Yeah, they're going to take the Uber in, as we do see the Demo coming in fast. It's just getting a good few sticks off, doesn't matter. Lucas really weak. We do see the Heavy as well, he's going to get focused down. It's a little bit of cap time on, it was only so to jump on for the split second. The net is down. No heals on the side of two foreigners right now, as the scout is on point, no contest, and they're too busy focusing on players, and that's a round to Nunya.
And it's pretty much the same way it went on the first map. I feel like Nunya is just capitalizing on the errors from two foreigners up front, and the over-aggression from Yak and Funds. I think it was Left actually. Left and Funds didn't really pay off, and Nunya just play on that mistake, and they pushed on that Uber, and yeah. So now it's already 1-0 for Nunya, and things are looking really grim at the moment for two foreigners up front.
Opti is behind in a two foreigners PC right now. He's just going to be waiting, but that one soldier down. Looks like Charlie getting completely denied as well, and Joseph and Charlie are now down, and it looks like Opti going in nice and deep does get Drezo, just like that. Fun's going down, and it's not looking too sharp. But two foreigners has left. It's only Eklund left, and he's in second. He's just going to try and get out. Probably no, he's actually going to be hiding, in fact.
Who is hiding beneath the rock? But I don't think he can get anything here. That's such a oh, he hasn't been spotted. He's going foot to conduct.
Can he get it? Oh,
no, he doesn't get it. But we mentioned before the game started how Opti would fare for his first game on roaming soldier, and feels like he's going really well. And I got turn shot on the first map. Now he's still getting Drezo a lot, so I feel like Opti is actually quite interesting the way he plays. And Lucas takes a really deep Uber.
Looks like they're going in alright with Uber. They're going to heavy, not really, just try to hit sticks on point, not really kind of getting that corner at the post. And Scout is on point once again, no one denying, and that's another round to Nunya, playing the point.
Yeah, and I don't really know what's like. It should be a storm in the kind of a storm in the mumble from two foreigners up front, and I don't think they really know what they're doing at the moment, and they're giving so much respect to Nunya in the way they play. I feel like they don't really. There are moments where they should commit But as I say that, it's 4 minutes in and already 2-0 for Nunya. It's on a really comfortable position right now.
Yeah, it looks like so far, kind of just waiting for the soldiers to do something, as we do see Flo taking the high ground right off the bat. It looks like left ready to do a high bomb any sec now, just kind of waiting for the right moment. Opti is in their PC, or Nunya's PC, sticks are getting dead. No one's going to really do much, as we do see left going over a bomb. Doesn't quite get anyone, but doesn't matter. The corner does go down to Fuzzo, or Eklund, sorry. Never mind. Nuthouse going down to Charlie as well. It looks maybe in the favour of Nunya. It could go anywhere right now. But they have the heat advantage on to foreigners, so it doesn't quite look very good. And Eklund going down to Lucas's sticky right there, and it's not really looking too sharp the side of Nunya.
Yeah, that was bad. Like, they had heals. So Conduct died to a really nice aggression from left. Flo was going deep, but I don't think he can do anything. But yeah, Conduct died to aggression, and then two foreigners up front, they just got stuck in that area and didn't really move out. It was really easy for them to get slammed out. So that's why Drizzle had to use the Uber, because they had a really poor positioning. And now Fluo killed Charlie. This is a Uber ad and a number ad. So two different ads for Nunya. Maybe they want to try to use it, but they should maybe go now. I mean, there's no forward spawn to deny because nobody capped the middle point, so I think they should have tried to go in now, but maybe playing slow is better, is suiting them better right now, and that's probably not a mistake to just wait for the Uber ad and try to play out on the back of it.
Yeah, looks like they're going to be taking it through far left in sewers right now, and they're just going to be kind of spamming across to the point. Lucas is at least Flo maybe ready to do a jump in. Opti is in mid right now for some odd reason, and looks like they're going to just try to be getting out. No point doing it. If they do lose Paraski though, not looking too good. They'll lose a scout, as that gives them, small player ad, but an ad nonetheless.
Plunk, you know what I'm gonna say? Stalemate, first carry dead.
Sniper time, boys.
Sniper. Oh, but no! Two foreigners up front. They don't want to give that time to rest to Nunya, and they try to feed on Lucas. They got the frag. They got the force onto Conduct. Drezzo's milking a bit, but Fun gets dropped again. I feel like Drezzo every time he wants to milk a bit too much, and he drops someone in the Uber. So now this is basically another reset, and but they're two dead on two foreigners up front, and Nunya, they stood out opening and they want to take it.
As they do make their way into second right now, edging their way in slowly but surely. Paraski got off sniper as they seen the exchange coming out from both med, but looks like a scrappy fight. Drizo does go down to Opti right there. He goes in, gets some good stuff right there. But now we see that now that they don't have a med, I want to say two foreigners. We see looks like looking at the edge of the bin. Eklund getting Flow, Fun's going down as well. Looks like the scout on point, 3 down for both sides, but the heal advantage just too good for Nunya.
Yeah, really clean play here from Opti. Two people were down from the flank of two foreigners up front, so when his team just took the attention away, while say that left is getting denied, he tried to go for med. But yeah, when the team was looking away from the flank, Opti just walked in and got the flag onto Drezzo. So nice red here from the French Roma, and he's giving his team a really sizable Uber ad, and I'm sure Lucas will want to take this one deep again.
Yeah, they are going to take it in deep, as you said. Lucas, Jumpman getting his sticks off in panic room. There's a sentry you need to be aware of. It is only level 2. Scout is on point, standing on the barrier. And apparently no one was killed in that. There was not one frag exchange.
They got a Columba that was after the run was kept, but again, I feel like it's a lot of respect given from two foreigners up front. The Uber was used, everybody just hit whether on panic room or into spawn, and there was just a freeway for the scouts to go on the point. So now it's 21 minutes, a lot of time to come back, but two foreigners up front. They need to change something really quickly, otherwise this is going to be a clean, straight 5-0.
5-0s are not very fun to watch. Probably for the team playing, but that doesn't matter, as this is a mid and I need to talk. As we do see left going in for Lucas right off the bat, completely shut down with the pipes and Nuthouse. We do see Opti going in for another bomb, just kind of faking out by the looks of it. As we do see Fun's get completely direct rocket. 3 down on the side of each team right now. Both have a medic. Scout them on each side, it is equal. They could, maybe they're playing a wee bit passive, and Arrow getting shot from the med. Not looking too good right now, as we do see Lucas completely skybox. Goes down to Joseph Pipe Zone. No, we try and get out. Nuthouse is the only one there. This is not much they can do. This is bye, get out, run away, do something.
It might not look like much, but at the arrow from Drezzo onto Lucas actually gave the fight to his team, because completely denied Lucas from walking over the point, and then Yak got the better end of that fight. Uber is forced onto conduct again. Drizzle milks a lot. Yak dies well, but I feel like this time milking is the best play. It really wasn't in position to use, but Opti on the flank against the air shot. Drizzle used before dying to that rocket from Opti, but once again the Roma doing the play that was needed in order to salvage the situation, and gives his time a lot of time. Nunya needs to come back on last and set up a defense, but that play from Opti once again saved day.
Yeah, Opti doing work as Roma this time, but they do get a nice add with that force, so they could maybe try and work that. We do have Poraski on sniper. It is last. It is Poraski's hang today right now. Go on sniper. Pop some craniums and D's hang. But it looks like they're building on both sides right now. Both sides do have a sniper as well. Instead of funds on sniper, they have Eklund. So it's quite interesting.
And so yeah, the first time two foreigners up front can slow down pace and actually play how they want it. They're not on back foot anymore. So again, I've said it before, 20 minutes is a lot of time to come back into the game. So even though they're losing 3-0 right now, they still have 20 minutes to make stuff happen, and it's plenty of time to score 3 runs even more. So now trying to take the lobby. OT once more showing up, cleaning up back onto funds, plus carry body shots Charlie as well, and this could be the opening for Flu or Opti, maybe to try and force Drezzo, who is chilling at the bottom of the spire.
We do see Opti going in for a ball.
Again! Oh. He hits the there, like again Drizzle uses, but I hope that registers as a headshot into the logs, because Opti is just stepping up hard on this game.
Opti, man, why are you on scout getting Roma, please? But now that they have this big Uber ad, they're in the driver's seat. They can do what they want. They can hold last. They can park the bus. They can do whatever they want to do.
Now that Drizzle uses, I wonder if Nunya wants to take this fight. They try to go in one. I haven't used it again. So much respect for conduct. Nobody pressured him into using that Uber. As soon as they saw Lucas going out from one, everybody for two foreigners up front just left the second point. And here there was 6. They could have gone for a force, even with the sniper. I think Charlie was already at this point, but apart from that, they should have gone for a force, because now they basically gave a point for free.
Yeah, the respect is maybe going to bite them in the arse now that they've just gave up too many points at least. They've gave up seconds just like that, but now that the Ubers are going to be even out and they still have a sniper on the side of two foreigners, they're just going to need to kind of... they can change the way this game plays, but Poraski's still on sniper as well. He now switches on to, sorry.
He's going to try to get a shot. I don't really see where he's hanging. Okay, he's there. Inspire is trying to make his way through a choke maybe. Charlie dies to a drop from Lucas on sewers. And Bleth dies as well, so no soldier. The bomb is coming from Flu. He trying to go for the medic. One rocket onto Ekelund. It's direct from Flu onto Ekelund. Cleans up the sniper, and Lucas as well went in and forced the Uber. Conduct finally uses, but now this is looking really bad for two foreigners up front. Lucas is chasing Driz onto sewers. He can't connect the pipe, so he results to the stickies. And he still hasn't got the
oh no!
But yeah, Lucas beefed hard on this, but all in all, that play from Flu and that rocket and the sniper was really good. And Charlie, he doesn't want to get left behind. He goes in. Everybody's bombing right now. What is this? What is happening left? Gets a direct onto Nuthouse now. And at this little game, who's gonna go the deepest? It feels like two foreigners up front. They're winning.
Yeah, it looks like they're actually doing something with that arrow coming from Drizo as well. Saves his soldier and lets Leth get cornered in the end there. Good stuff there. But no, the respect is completely gone there. They've never let them take the mid. They knew they could just fight this. So
that's exactly what they needed. Yeah, you're right. The respect is gone.
So now that they can kind of edge their way in now, I need to stop saying that, but they've 80% ad. I'm going to have to add there's a sniper and a heavy. They're going to be very cautious of that. They do have Uber, so it will really matter. They are building it in lobby, taking their time, and they're just going to need to wait it out as the Uber does come out. They're going to be taking it through 4. Demo completely denied as the soldier jumps in instead. Headshot coming off on at the demo. This is probably a good scout on point. Not really sticks denying it, and there's a head there as well. They're losing players left, right and centre. There's only soldier and med left alive, and Drizo try to take a fight with Poraski, and lobby doesn't matter, and that's a wipe.
Yeah, and you can see the difference between the two teams when they hold last. So when we've seen Nunya using the Uber onto two foreigners up front slot, everybody on the right team just hid. Here, the Uber was used, and Fluo didn't hit by any means, just jumped in the backline, he got a frag. Same for Opti, I think he was holding close to Rolla or something. So you can see a difference here between one team respecting the other and the other trying to actually actively make stuff happen. And while I talk about actively stuff happening, Fluo jumped in, opened it, putting up some space for his team, but it feels like for two foreigners up front are holding this quite well, and they're forcing Nunya to go back.
Yeah, it looks like it's kind of, you know, there's going to be probably another stalemate by those things, as Uber's kind of just going to need to be built up first now, and kind of, yeah, there's not really much happening. But there are 3 rounds down on the side of two foreigners.
But they finally stepped up, like we needed that in order to have a good game. They stopped expecting Nunya as much as they did before, and now they have actually a shot at making some round, but Uber is using us onto mid from IT.
And the med gets cleaned up right there as Drizo does go down, and the crit's used as well, so it wasn't really much. The Uber couldn't really completely countered it, as we do see Charlie go down. Does get Lucas right there, it doesn't matter, it's going to be Eklund left alive for who's just spawned. Not looking too good right now as the mid's taken right off them.
So I don't know if they knew about it, but Drizo was on crit screen. Maybe Nunya knew, and they knew that if they were just rushing on the point and killing Drizo, they could nothing could be done against them. So either way, that was a good play. They got Drizo really quickly, and now two foreigners up front. They want to take this fight. They have the health advantage. Flo is trying to get a position onto that Spire, but he has to fall back as Puskari died in the back line. And again, really a cocky fight here from two foreigners up front. And again, these types of fights is paying off for them.
Yeah, it looks like they're just gonna back out, give them second, or let them still have it. But you see Charlie going and gets the force off. Looks like they're going to be taking out. They're cleaning up Charlie right off the back after the force. Threes are going down as well. Not looking too shabby right there, but Joseph is in. Yak, sorry, is in Sur, and he's just going to walk in, do some damage, but doesn't matter. That's 5 down already. It's only Funds left alive, and he's in Sur, taking a 1v1 with Funds, and that's it there. He's done. Funds is 1v1 in Funds? Yes, that's true.
That 1v1 became a 3v1 in favor of Puskari, so not really a fair fight anymore, and the Welsh Scar had to die against that opposition. And now Lucas is conveniently sitting on last, gets one pop to Charlie, denies the pocket from breaking cap, and that's 4-0 now, Plunk. And I'm sorry to say that, but I don't think two foreigners up front can make it and come back.
I think this might be it. Maybe can get a round or two, but it's 12 minutes left. They can make a comeback if they, for some other reason, turn on their aim bots, but you know, I highly doubt that will happen, or will happen. But so far, looks like Opti going in nice and deep straight off the bat. Getting a wee bit of damage, but not really much to it. And we do see Float in deep as well. Charlie hitting the rocket as he goes flying. Nut has go down as well. Charlie finally does go down, and it's 2 down on the side of Nunya right now. But it doesn't matter. The aggression pushed them right out of choke, and that's that.
Yeah, nice fight here, but I don't know why Opti fed a bit here, and left tried to go for Lucas, didn't got quite the frag, and now they can secure the second point. But yeah, Opti fed really early, and then it was kind of easy for two foreigners up front to take this fight and win this. And now it's 4-0, 11 minutes, 12 minutes, so Nunya can just wait, but it doesn't like they want to wait. Going IT and Uber is used.
They're not having any of it as they finally go in and get the exchange going off, but not really much happening as everyone's just dying in choke while it's Connor going down is right there, and finally Yak going down, but maybe on the edge of their way in right now. Looks like Opti gets cut out by the scouts, hits the rock on Eklund right there. Clean-ups happening left, right, centre from the scouts. Fun's getting Lucas, but it doesn't matter as Flo tried to go in, but there's Nuthouses on mid.
Can he do? Oh, he's drawing them back so much. Okay, okay, so they went back from the... I think they should have just played the Spire, because now they may have a harder time getting this, but nice bomb here from Charlie, and it looks like they're gonna secure this. But yeah, all that mid was basically because Nunya tried to go really aggressive, and apparently they don't know how to do that really well on middle. So that's why two foreigners up front just got that middle, and on the back of it, they secure the second point. Now they have 10 minutes for 4 rounds, maybe more, and they want to take an Uber. They have a slight Uber ad, so they want to take it really soon.
And they are going to be taking it very soon. They go in right now as they're going to take it in. They're not really doing much. No, Float actually does go down. In fact, never mind. Cassius cuts. There is a scout on the point. getting time with point, lots of time with point. The only need someone just stand on a scout or something like that. That doesn't matter. There's only one scout left alive, and that is fun. As Charlie, really weak, hits the shot. Doesn't matter. He's going to go in for this. Medic doesn't quite get it. Trying to Minecraft and get a bit of pickaxe action, but that doesn't matter. And Nunya hold it quite well.
Yeah, is it Nunya holding well, or two foreigners up front just beefing one more push, last push? We've seen them doing that before. Looks like this is what happened again, but let's not call out people yet. Fluo is on rollout trying to see if he can do stuff. And as the time goes, the chances of two foreigners up front are getting slimmer. Ekelund dies to combined shot from Lucas and Opti, but Fluo dies as well. I think he tried to sack back. Fons is dead, so it's like a feed fest now. Everybody's dying, and it doesn't really serve the plan of two friends. Opti tries to go in, gets the first rocket, but whiffed the second one. And looks like Nunya, they tried to pick her a bit, but they're just gonna wait more now.
Nunya can do that. They've got 4 rounds. They don't even need to play the game anymore. They can just go like have a sentry and a heavy, just have fun. But poor Aska getting a shot on Charlie right there and the good stuff. That's one pick. They probably won't try and push out, or the actual are. They're going to just kind of push their way out of lobby. Basket peeking lower, sticks got on him. Finally get him. It's kind of.
Everybody's dying here, like both Yak and Nekalun died, so it's not really like every frag for two foreigners up front, it's gonna be really bad. Left tried to back cat and it got a nice rocket onto Lucas from left, and now without a demo, maybe it's time to take a trade and get some cap time going for two foreigners up front, but now the more they wait, the more respawners they will have on their face, so now it's a bit too late to go in, and they don't care about that. They're going anyway, they're using the Ubers are traded, but nothing much is accomplished with that, and it's gonna be another reset.
Yeah, this is boring now. Can we just have like Paraski perma snipe now, please? Oh, Charlie completely denied with a stick and a pipe by the looks of it right there. And 2 down, and they could probably chase that as Diesel does take a rocket. Left really weak and roll out. Fun's going down right there to floor. There's 3 down, 2, no scouts, only 1 soldier. Soldier's weak. Diesel really weak, 5 HP. Nuthouse going in for the clean-up shot. Fit gets him down, and that's second taken. Played it nice and slow.
Yeah, and it looks like being behind and scoreline doesn't really help the business of two foreigners up front, because they have so much to do in so little time that they can't really afford to linger on, and this is hurting them a lot, because scrappy plays means messy plays, and it's really hard for them to keep composure and stay gathered around their medic. And now Conduct again with the bigger ad. This is looking really grim for two foreigners up front.
Looks like they're going to be taking it right now. Nunya kind of go in. They do have a nice play, but I don't know how they used it.
They again! Onto left, he gets the frag. That man is a beast.
Opti, please stop. This is pounding too hard.
He's unstoppable as a machine.
Opti frag thread in TFTV, just a frag thread of that. Just demo reviews. Opti
That's
Legacy.
Only one map. One game, I mean. Well, I'm looking forward to see more of him on the roamer, and another trap from Lucas cleans up Charlie, and we're slowly entering the moment, the zone where there's no time anymore for two foreigners up front. They need a round in the next minute, otherwise this is it.
We do see Cost suffering quite well right there, but Lucas, they're all going to just kind of get out one. Not really given the role. Maybe they are going to respect, in fact. Opti try going for the pickaxe, but we do see Eklund is behind. They haven't spotted him. Never mind. 2 pipes from Lucas. Gets the taunt off.
The double taunt. First carry was taunting on the side of Lucas. Maybe he appeared on the kill cam as well. Funds dies to plus carry. Maybe this is it. New thread on TFTV, washed up funds, question mark, I don't know. The Uber has been used by Condog at this phone. I think they're just messing around, even though they still technically have time to come back, but yeah, this is it. Plus carry gets a frag onto Dread, so he's not dead, he's in the back, he's hiding here, but oh, he almost 2-shot Ekelund. And now it's only Fluo against Ekelund and Funds, and knowing Fluo is going in anyway.
I would too, to be honest, but doesn't matter. He's going to get cleaned up. It's 2 scouts versus 1 soldier, and he was really weak. 5 minutes left, and it looks like Nunya are probably going to take this map. There's no way that you know, two foreigners can win this now, but as Eklund is hiding in lobby, as he does spot for ask. He does take the frag though.
He's going in the backlines. He's unseen. He's going in.
Meme spoon. Oh, doesn't matter.
Yeah, he got the frag in.
It looks like they're just kind of messing around right now, and I don't really know what to do. Flo is behind, or in rollout, sorry.
I just want to see Opti lands Rex, and he does quite swiftly onto Charlie in breaking the cap. He's down to Drizzle. He tried to meet at the medic, but in the end it gets arrowed down, and that's another frag for Dredzo. That's 3 down now for 2 foreigners up front. I don't know. I don't think they have time, unless they do some TF2 speedrun that has been earned off yet.
Leth completely destroyed right there. Hit with a pipe, then cleaned up with a scatter gun right there. But we do see them try walk in. They do get the point nonetheless though. We do see Nuthouse is behind. He's not really. Did drop! Nunya! Look, he's hitting the pipe. Can he hit the other one onto Charlie? Doesn't quite get it. It doesn't matter. And he's going to come out with another taunt.
This is. I'm just gonna stay on Opti, you know, and see if he can get the air shots, because at this point there's nothing that can happen besides big plays. Fons gets conduct and gets cleaned up then. Fluo is on direct hit now. I like this man mind. I like what is on about right now. But apart from that, maybe some crit's gonna happen soon. Lucas jumps in, gets Razor. Opti, cleanup crew at your service.
Like you see, as we do see, oh my, Nuthouse being up the cleanup as well, as we do see Flo with the direct hit. He's trying to snipe. The scout gets the rocket, he's really weak, tries to get the follow up. Maybe he'll finally hit it, who does it, who knows, he's just going to get out. Probably go for Leth in second, see how this goes. Tries, misses it. Leth, does he hit the rocket there, or is he just kind of, fuck?
And Fons is on sniper, giving himself a little bit of fun before his team is losing this series 2-0. 3 minutes now. I don't. Wait, yeah. What did I hear? You know what I hear about this game is like when the med creators, the sound they make makes me feel like they died, which is really misleading, I think. But yeah, that was just me being mumbling about something. Oh, meme spoon, super scary. At this rate, I feel like people are just going for airshot frag clip worthy material. But I don't think. Oh, that again.
Oh no, looks like Leth has found his stick there, and that's the meme spoon, stealing it off a disky.
You mean stealing of DD5F? He's the one who brought that up to high level gameplay.
Yeah, DD5F as well, but he's dead now.
Yeah, well, you know, I feel like we should give a
in memoriam. In memoriam.
Yeah, exactly. What belongs to DD belongs to DD.
Can't nick it off him, but also that last Joseph is in right side. Gets cleaned up by Nuthouse. It's fags. So we think of these 2 games now. It's just shit time.
Fluo, I mean, forcing the Uber out of Dredzo, and now this is they're lost in that wasteland that is Nunya's last conduct, trying to get the soul, but failing in the process. So he's getting a little teased by his former teammate Charlie. They played together with Nunya in season 29. Nice airshot here from Leth onto Opti. Opti is such a nice guy. So he doesn't only gives takes, I mean he gives as well. So props to him.
Give what you take, but it looks like Fun's on sniper. Does get Lucas, but doesn't get the scout, and it looks like it's just kind of taking time, and it's now just frag fest. I enjoy this. I like shit time, garbage time, whatever you want to call it. No swearing, PG-13 stream. But it looks like it's just another headshot in a corner right there. And maybe they get around, and they do actually get around in the last minute of the map.
Does that mean they're back in the race?
For the logs, boys.
Do they have time? 40 seconds, Plunk. Can they make it?
Yes, they can. They can get like 50 rounds, man. You know what I mean? Nah, it's dead.
You just broke my expectations and dreams for this game.
I'm sorry.
I'll never forgive you. But yeah, that's game. That's 4-1 to Nunya. So Nunya will advance to the next round. Oh, nice shot here from Lucas onto Leth, denying the aggression. Scary hitting, clicking heads. You know, he can do that really well.
Every head's going to be clicked, and Driesel gets out. Nuthouse chasing him. If he kills himself, oh no. It doesn't matter, he gets a frag. Seal Luke is coming in, beats his
Oh no,
meat on
Drizzle
him.
drops again. To be fair, that was a saw, so let's give him some slack. But yeah, Nunya takes it, they advance to the next round. They're gonna face either the German team, which I'm not gonna risk saying the name again, or Forest Kings. So it's gonna be either Forest Kings or I'm gonna say it, their das list is Wiethoofd. So the German team. I don't know when that game will be played, but the winner of this will play against Nunya for a direct spot into playoffs. I think this game's gonna be played tomorrow, and the loser of this game will play against two foreigners up front. But now that I've talked about what's gonna happen next, where I'm being told that the game is at 8 tomorrow, and we're probably gonna cast it. So tune in on TFTV tomorrow at 20 for that game. But now we've done that forecast for the next round, let's go on the logs and see how all of these players fared on that game.
Oh, Lucas man, 10k damage. Outshining everyone.
Again, being the top damager on the map, Lucas, strong showing against, really nice ratio from him. Charlie taking the airshot crown from Opti with 10 airshots. I think he already got 10 airshots on the previous map, Charlie, so that's 20 in the bag for the English soldier. And apart from that, we can see that this time the damage was a bit more dominant for Nunya as a whole. Not surprising considering how the map went. Nuthouse strong showing as well, a really nice kill death ratio as well, plus carry too. It looks like both Left and Nekalun, they struggled on the first map and they still struggled on that map as well. But apart from that, there's not much to say on these logs. And maybe one difference between this map and the previous one was Fonz is sitting on way less hills on this map than he did on the previous map, so maybe that's one of the reasons why two foreigners up front didn't do as well as they did on Snakewater.
Yeah, maybe so, but even in the meds as well, Connor, they didn't even drop. Not even one drop. 40 Ubers, not even one drop. And Driesel got one drop, and that was at the very end, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I think the drop from Driesel as well was just at the end, where he got us off onto Lucas and dropped the Uber, I think. So that's not that bad, let's say. Let's put it that way.
It doesn't count, even though it's on the logs. Well, it does count, but still.
But yeah, I don't know if you have anything else to add, Plunk, but I feel like we're done, unless you have something else to add to this cast.
Nah, I'm pretty much done as well. I've not really got much to say. I'm small brain.
Okay, well that was then the first round. Again, Nunya takes the lead, takes the series 2-0. They won 3-2 on Snakewater on the really, really close game, and then kind of a cakewalk onto the process 5-1. 4-1 more, probably, yeah, 4-1. So that was first game. Next game is tomorrow, 20, don't miss it. There, das ist Wiethoofd is facing against Force Kings. This is a little sort of Nations Cup shenanigan throwback between a German team and an Israeli team. And the winner of that game tomorrow will face Nunya onto the upper bracket. Second round, I've been Ombrack. I've been joined by Plunk on the mic. Wiethoofd has been producing the game. And we'll see you all soon for the rest of these qualifiers. Have a safe night.